Goedenavond, good evening, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. And before we get on to the subject of this particular video, I want you to consider this impact. The higher you go up where a river comes out of the mountain and you pollute it, the bigger the impact on the rest of the river. It's common sense. So if the pollution only happens right at the bottom with the low-lying fruit, the rest of the river remains squeaky clean. But unfortunately in South Africa, if we equate the river to corruption, the corruption started right at the very top. So the whole river, all the way down, has become incredibly polluted as a result. And that's what that's the fruits that the ANC government have sown. And that's self-evident. And one of the fruits of this is that the taxpayers, the people who got a bit of nous, they know what's going on, have said, no, we're not going to be party to this, and they've skipped the country, they've gone out. So you've got a huge number of people leaving the country and denigrating the tax base, making it a lot smaller. Because they've had enough. They've had enough of this ANC government who are all on the take. What's the result of this? Well, let me tell you. South Africa is yet again facing another major tax shortfall, according to Momentum Investments. Now, I am at this stage willing to put money on the prediction that Moody's is going to downgrade the rand to junk on the 1st of November. If they don't, they will be scoffed at as crazy. Look what's happening with Eskom now, load shedding. I mean, that's going to impact business, it's impacting everything. On top of debt and everything else that's going on, Moody's is stuck in a corner. There's no way they can keep on defending an investment grade rand. It's gone too far. But that's just my take. That's just my own personal point of view. We'll see what happens. South Africa is yet again facing another major tax shortfall, according to Momentum Investments. The financial services provider on Tuesday said that based on current tax receipts and expected VAT refunds, the SA Revenue Service would be collecting about 50 billion rand less than the projected budget figure for 2018. Finance Minister Tito Mboweni is expected to announce changes in projected tax revenues for the 2018-2019 financial year when he presents the medium-term budget policy statement or mini-budget on October the 30th. Now that's the day before Moody's come out with their decision on whether to make the rand junk. In a joint mini-budget preview, Momentum's Herman van Pappendorp, Sanisha Pakarasamy and Roberta Noyes said the tax agency was facing shortfalls in personal income tax, corporate income tax and VAT. And why are they doing that? Because people are leaving the country. You don't expect people who have the option to leave to stick around when you've got a government that is completely corrupt. And then they're going to take from the taxpayer to fill the hole. People aren't stupid. They get it. While government projected a 12.45% boost for personal income tax in February, growth to the year to date has only been 6.9%, well under the average at the same period over the past 5 years. Depressed business conditions, meanwhile, mean that corporate income tax is also disappointed, while VAT revenues are lower than the same period last year. What they're saying, in effect, is that people are spending less because they haven't got so much money. It's all in the hands of the ANC political elite. The guys at the top, and in parties like the EFF, the Julius Malemas and the Floyd Shivambos, who've been feeding out of the VBS trough, which is coming out. I think they'll be in court soon. They better be, because I tell you what, no one's going to invest in South Africa unless this corruption is dealt with. No one. No one is going to invest their money here and have it stolen from them. Anyway, Kieswetter went on to say tax shortfalls have occurred in spite of the implementation of additional tax hikes, including the 1% VAT increase and an increase in taxes for the top bracket. There is a growing concern that the country has approached its limit on advancing tax revenues collection through tax increases for taxpayers. Earlier in October, SARS head Edward Kieswetter told Bloomberg that it's going to be hard to reach the estimated 1.58 trillion rand revenue that Treasury forecast. Kieswetter, appointed as permanent head of the Revenue Collection Agency in March, said part of the difficulty in meeting targets was that resources allocated to SARS have been significantly constrained for no other reason than that there is just no money. He said, unless we have the resources to rebuild the capability, the project of restoring SARS is at risk. Well, the bird has flown. South Africa is imploding. There's no question about that. And the fat cats like Cyril Ramaphosa will just take their stolen loot and they'll go to places like Dubai when they see the shit hitting the fan. And they don't care about the people who voted for them. Go figure. Alright guys, please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Ring the bell for the updates. Please like this video, please share this video, and above all, stay safe. Bye for now.